Yo. What's up, everybody? Welcome to the stream. My name is DJ Switch, and tonight we are doing some more Power Wash Sim 2, as well as enjoying some cozy lo-fi, because it is friggin' cold, man. How cold is it? It is 41 degrees. It is 41 degrees here right now, and I am miserable in cold weather. That's not cold. Snowhole Rejects, your barometer for what is cold is not the same. You don't get to comment. I don't want to hear it, mister. It's currently 2 outside. Not Celsius, Fahrenheit. It is 2 degrees Fahrenheit. I only laugh because it's so incredibly unfunny. But yeah, no, it's freaking cold. Which is why my incredible wife made me a nice big tea. I got some, I don't know if you can see that thing steaming. It's yeah, it's kind of tough to see on camera. But yeah, it's a nice steaming hot cup of tea. And we have some lo-fi, and we have some power wash. So let's get to power washing, shall we? Tonight will be a low of -7 to -10. Yeah. Ugh. We actually, hang on, before we go anywhere or do anything, I want to see if we have some furniture. Furniture catalog. We got a new lamp. Where's our new lamp? It's a rustic lamp. Shorts and flip-flop. No, it's not. You're not out there in 40-degree weather wearing shorts and flip-flops. That's ridiculous. At least not for any extended period of time. You'd be surprised. Now remember, Snowhole, I live in Portland, where everybody lives outside among fir trees, and we all wear Birkenstocks and chew granola. It's actually part of the requirement for citizenship in the state of Oregon. You take your Oregon State citizenship test the same time you take your driver's license test. It involves picking out flannel and choosing the right kind of hiking boots. Oh, and you have to prove on a written test that you have opinions about coffee. That's one of the other sort of like requirements of being a Portlander. You have to have opinions about coffee. Actually, you'd probably fit right in, Snowhole. Massive coffee lover that you are. We're not gonna put a lamp in front of the fire alarm. Ooh, excuse me. But we are gonna put it maybe like there. A little reading lamp for my reading chair. Sure, why not? All right, that's enough of that crap. Let's get to the jobs, shall we? We got a car and a trailer. Oh, that's right. Okay. Still no sign of Karen, despite the absence of the merman hum. But I have at least now received this single text message. What is taking you so long? Wink emoji. I replied with a question mark, but got nothing back. I need you to clean my car and trailer so I can watch and get into the deep meditative state needed to work out such a fiendish conundrum. I have concerns. Yes, and more, please. Your opinion on coffee is thank you. I'll have another. And you know what? That's valid. That's fair. Why do I need that tall of a ladder? I shouldn't. Let's okay. Let's go like this. There we go. Gonna wash all the stuff. That's kind of a cool metallic blue. I like the shiny paint there. Probably need some more work on the tires, but okay. Let's see. Yep, tire and tire. And then we wash the front. This car and trailer being that dirty should be an HOA violation. I mean, if you live in a place that has an HOA, I would never. HOAs are a total scam. They're designed to serve the will of small people with bad opinions. I should probably stop. We're not doing that kind of stream today. Maybe another day in the future. I've already upset one guy on the internet today anyway. Dude in this DJ board is trying to argue with me about computer stuff. And it's just, you know, honestly, it's just sad. What's that line from, I think it was Green Mile, where he just says, I'm tired. I'm tired, boss. Just tired. I think it was a Michael Crichton movie, and I think it was Green Mile, if I remember right. That's how I feel every time someone tries to argue with me about computer stuff. I say that line every day I wake up. So, okay, so did I get the movie right? Was it Green Mile where he says that? I genuinely can't remember. Don't know. Haven't seen the movie. Okay, well, that's fair. If you haven't seen it, then I guess it's unreasonable for me to expect you to have the answer to that question. It's on the list. If Green Mile is still on your list, how long is that list? Bro, that movie came out like 20 years ago. Yes, what? Yes, that's the movie that line is from? Or yes, the list is very long. You lost me. Okay, there's a roof box. What are we missing? Oh, the car roof. You know what? We could just do we do like let's grab this one. Hey, come on now. Ah, there we go. Okay, we got the rack, we got the thing. Am I missing missing a couple little spots here? You freaking kidding me? Got that. I feel like there was a spot on this trailer hitch, but now I'm not seeing it. Up underneath here there was, for sure. There's that part. Ooh, that is disgusting. Trailer hits lever. Okay. That part, I guess. This wherever this box is. We're going to start down low and we're going to work our way up. Let's knock out some of this front stuff here. And it just makes it easy for us to kind of get around the tops and sides. A streamlined trailer. Nice. Yeah. I had an uncle that had one of these. Wasn't too bad if you're like, you know, into the trailer life. I'm not a big trailer guy myself, I don't think. Or at least not like I could be down for like a you know, an RV trailer kind of thing. But I don't think I could live on one full time. I watch van life folks sometimes on YouTube, and I'm always kind of fascinated by like the way that they condense their lives down into a van, and they have, you know, basically most of their possessions fit into a van that they live out of. It's just, it's kind of, you know, it's a cool concept. I just don't think I could do it. My folks had RVs when I was growing up. They started with an 18-foot, and the last one they had was a 47-foot. 47-foot RV sounds like a big-ass RV. I think I could fit my fat ass into a 47-foot RV. Like, comfortably. They both had to have a commercial driver's license. Awesome. That's actually really sick, dude. I low-key want an RV that's so big I need to have I need to bump up my ODL certification. Sorry. ODL is shorthand for Oregon driver's license, which is funny because I don't even live in Oregon anymore. I just grew up there, and that's where I got my first driver's license. So, like, ODL and driver's license are kind of interchangeable for me in my brain. But the truth is, I actually just driver's license. I want an RV big enough that I have to upgrade my driver's license. I think that's sick as hell. That's the takeaway here. Don't mind my fuzzy brain. Ooh. Well, what's she done that for? What? What'd she do? She's moved my theodolite on the balcony to point to a very specific point near Power Falls. From Minneapolis to New Orleans in about 18 hours. Sick. One of the things that I happen to know is that from my house to Disneyland is roughly 22 hours straight through. Now, I wouldn't recommend making that drive straight through because, Jesus, that's a lot of driving. And it's not safe to drive when you're exhausted. But we did make the drive in a tour bus one time when I was in high school. And the drive took about 22 hours of road time. Adjusted for a couple of hours that we made a couple of pit stops and stuff like that. But without pit stops, it took us about 22 hours to make the drive from the Portland area to Disneyland. The only reason I know that is because my dad is from there, and when Katrina hit, once they got the okay, they booked it to meet up with family. Oh, shit, yeah. Man, that's fucking wild. Was your family okay in Katrina? Did everybody make it out okay? Speaking of 20 years ago, shit. That Katrina was 20 years ago now. Right? 05? Wasn't that Katrina? Or was that 06? I'm pretty sure it was 05. Yeah. Oh, I remember it. 2005. Yeah. Yeah, no, I remember Katrina. That was a real nasty one. A lot of musicians got displaced. There's actually one of my favorite holiday recordings of all time was it was a TV show that only ran for one season. It was called Studio 60 on the Sunset Strip. And they did the TV show was basically a dramedy about working behind the scenes on a weekly live sketch show similar to Saturday Night Live. And in this particular holiday episode that they did during their one season on the air, they had a scene. Studio 60 and Aaron Sorkin show. Yes, it was. It was an Aaron Sorkin show, and they did a scene where or they did excuse me, not a scene, an episode where they had these musicians that were calling in sick and then sending in these replacements as fill-in musicians for that week. And these fill-in musicians were starting to show up and play rehearsals. And the producers were like, holy shit, these fill-in musicians are amazing. And so at one point, one of the producers walks up and says, hey, how would you like a regular spot on the show? And the guy goes, oh no, I couldn't do that. But thank you, but no, I can't. And the producer's like, what the hell? Like, this is a really big show, and that was a really big opportunity, and the guy just shot it down, like, without even thinking about it. And so he starts looking into it. He's like, something's going on here, because that's a weird reaction to, you know, a TV producer offering you a job. And as it turns out, what was happening was the regular musicians were faking sick and calling out, and then sending in these musicians from New Orleans so that the New Orleans musicians would have a little extra money around the holidays for Christmas presents and for their families. And so when the producers found out about this, instead of reprimanding their regular musicians, they put together a feature and they did a live presentation with the New Orleans stand-ins. And these New Orleans musicians played a version of Oh Holy Night that to this day is one of my absolute favorite holiday recordings of all time. It was this incredible New Orleans jazz style version of Oh Holy Night featuring a guy that goes by Trombone Shorty. He's a trumpet player from New Orleans. He's a real trumpet player that was featured on the show. So if you look up Trombone Shorty, Oh Holy Night, and Studio 60, you'll find it out there. It's on YouTube. It's clipped on YouTube. At one point, they had the MP3 available for download and they were using it as a fundraiser for Katrina relief. And so it was a little bit of like life imitating art, imitating life. It's kind of a cool thing they did for that one episode of that show. I liked the show a lot. And I wish it had gotten more seasons because I'm a big Aaron Sorkin fan. But holy shit, that Christmas episode was amazing. Like, so much better than it should have been for a TV show in their first season. You know what I mean? Well, this is really a Beyond the Pale. The book we wrote together is left open on a map of the rushless area, and she's drawn a huge X on it. Okay. So go to where the X is? Is that not? I mean, I feel like that's kind of obvious. Yeah, if I remember right, Studio 60, it starred Matthew Perry and Amanda Peet and that other guy. There was a third person that was pretty well known. I don't remember his name off the top of my head. And you know, it was a good show. For what it was, you know. Typical Aaron Sorkin is a little heady for mainstream, which is probably why it didn't get picked up for a second season. Not that it was poorly written, it was actually really well written, but unfortunately the general masses don't always want really well written TV. A lot of times they just want to giggle at funny jokes. Bradley Whitford, thank you. Yes, that was the third person I was trying to think of. Violet Willis, what's up? Heard from Lou at the gas station that you're who I need to help make a splash with my motel refurb. Oh God, we got to do a whole motel next. Okay. Sign me up, I guess. Apparently it was up against 30 Rock and Studio 60 was canceled due to costs, even though it had higher ratings during its first season than. Oh, wow. Huh. Interesting. I can imagine it probably wasn't cheap to have Matthew Perry on that show coming right off of Friends. I mean, he did Friends up until what, 02? So getting him to do Studio 60 in 06 is probably not cheap. Not that I'm putting it all on or Bradley with him coming off of West Wing. Yeah, I mean, maybe. I don't know what Bradley was making on West Wing, but I know Matthew Perry, they were making something like $1 million an episode each. It was kind of fucking wild how much they were getting paid for that last season of Friends. Also, Yacht Rock Smooth is up in here with a 68-month subscriber streak. Yacht Rock Smooth, what's up, my dude? Welcome, welcome, welcome. Good to see you, buddy. How's things been with you, Yacht Rock Smooth? I know you had some changes at work. Kind of changed some things up. And freezing my baguettes off. Yeah, you and me both, man. How's things going with that girl you were seeing? Things are good with the lady. Hey, atta boy. Proud of you, man. Have a bit of a cold right now. That part sucks. But, you know, it happens. You'll be all right. We ain't that old yet. Cold ain't gonna take you out. Hey, yeah, rock smooth. By the way, it may be enjoyable to know that Mr. Pedicabo Ego Voss was hanging out the last couple of streams. I've been seeing him more and more in the chat. If we're lucky, he'll pop in tonight and hang out with us. New position at work is good, though the hours are weird. 2 a.m. to 10:30 a.m. most nights. Once a week, it's 10 p.m. to 6:30 a.m. They put you on the goddamn graveyard shift. Really? Man, that sucks. Pricing department, yeah. I mean, that's a fair point. You know, the pricing stuff has to get done overnight, and I get it. At least the upside is you don't have a lot of general public to deal with at those hours. Is your store's not open 24/7, is it? What am I missing? Underneath there? There we go. And we got, what, a handle? No, the store's open 6 to 11. Oh, okay. So you're like barely dealing with customers. If at all. Which is, you know, that's probably good. Some would say living the dream. Shit, what did I forget? Way up here? What did I forget? This grill? Oh. Okay, well, whatever. There we go. All right. We have a car and a trailer, and the job is complete. Ew, customers, gross. Yeah, Snowhole, you know a thing or two about dealing with customers, I'm sure. Excuse me. As they said on Clerks. Yeah, you're right. You're right. We're going to continue. And, oh, okay. So we have a theater or a motel. Let's take a poll. Y'all want to do the theater or the motel? I feel like the theater probably should go first. Oh, let's get comfy. But I'm down for whatever. We got 1 vote motel. I kind of voted theater, so Rock Smooth, you're going to be the tiebreaker. Do we go theater or motel? Rock Smooth going once. How much money for the motel? Rock Smooth going twice. He might have another window open or something. Man, my man says theater. All right, theater it is. Sorry, Snowhole. Holy shit, what happened here? Y'all. This theater is disgusting. Oh, those posters are bigger than I thought. Hey, that's the driving me barking. That's the car that we cleaned. It's like our third mission or something. Or fourth mission? I don't remember. It was a while ago. Anyone here check out Marvel Comics Invasion? Dude, okay. So I want that game so bad, but I'm waiting for the physicals to come out on Switch. Because I absolutely need to have that on the Switch. I need a physical card for it. I need it on the Switch to go with Scott Pilgrim and Shredder's Revenge and Jay and Silent Bob, the Mallrat game or whatever. Like I've got a little collection of side-scrolling beat 'em ups going for the Switch, and I need to add that one to my collection. But yeah, I was watching a friend of mine stream a little bit of Marvel Comics Invasion today, and man, that game looks so sick. I hope they build in my one note, and it's not even a criticism, it's just a note, or at least like a passing thought that I had while I was watching my other friend play that game today. I hope that they have something built in to where they can add characters via DLC. Because I like the characters that are available. I like the diversity of the lineup. You got some Avengers, you got some X-Men, you got some other Marvel characters that are kind of not really in that particular bubble, but also very much part of the Marvel universe and Marvel ethos, right? But the thing is, like, Marvel games in particular, and especially a Marvel game in 2025, there's so many characters. Like, so many. So there's just a lot of characters that could be added into a game like that would add replayability and add, you know, like long-term value. Like how do you have a character library like the one at Marvel and not want to just DLC every single one of those characters into a game? Like, dude, people buy that game for 30 or 40 bucks and then just be spending $1,000 on DLC to get all the characters. Tell me I'm wrong. You can't, because I'm not wrong. You're not wrong, Walter. You're just an asshole. Let's go. Yeah. Got a wall done. Only all this left to go. Oh my God. This fucking theater. I'm sure there'll be DLC. Turtles had DLC. KSM says, help, I'm in a hole and don't know what to do. What do you mean you're in a hole? Did you fall down a hole? Are you playing that game, Dig a Hole? Because that game, Dig a Hole, is kind of intense. Or game about a hole? All right. Is that what it is, though? Is that what you're playing? Yeah. You gotta keep digging down. There's a bottom. It's not a very long game. I would say that game is about on par with Leave It Alone. Like it's not that long of a game. You do eventually get to the end of it. It's a pretty interesting little game. I was pleasantly surprised when I beat it. I think I spent 10 minutes trying to find up. Yeah, that was one thing that I did when I played that game was try to figure out a way to like mark your path so that you can find your way back. It's a lot easier when you get the jetpack too, because the jetpack only goes one direction. So if you get lost or can't figure out which way is up, just hit the jetpack. It'll tell you. But that's not till like later. I don't know how far you are. By the way, spent some time this last weekend at Geek the Halls, selling a whole bunch of records and prints. This movie's just called Jeff with a period. Wait, what does the tagline say? The Aurelius Theater, Walker Street, Buckton. Okay, coming soon. What does the top part say? It says something presents. Judith Punch presents Jeff. Coming soon. Oh, this honestly, you had me at the title. I'm so into this. There was a who the hell? I want to say Jason Segel. Was it a Jason Segel movie about a guy named Jeff that like lived in his mom's basement or something? I feel like maybe I watched it once, or I meant to watch it. I can't remember. Almost reminds me of the Manchurian Candidate, the artwork for this movie. A little bit, yeah, I can see that. Yeah, I feel like it was a Jason Segel movie about like something Jeff or something about Jeff or what about Jeff or yeah, I can't remember the name of the movie off the top of my head. Maybe it's just called Jeff. Maybe there was a movie called Jeff. I feel like maybe I saw it once, like just kind of in passing while I was doing like, it's one of those where I like needed to put a movie on while I was working on a project or something. And I really don't remember much about it. Other than, like, it was kind of a weird flick. Like, he was kind of a weird character. Jeff, who lives at home. Okay, yeah, that sounds right. I remember thinking it was particularly funny because I lived at home until I was like 26. I mean, honestly, even then, I technically lived at home longer than that, but I just started staying over at Carrie's all the time. At one point, I just went over to Carrie's and never left. I still have a bunch of crap at my mom's house. I gotta eventually make some space here for all that old stuff I got in my mom's house, or get rid of it. I don't know, whatever. I gotta figure it out. Carrie says I have a habit of keeping the strays. Why are you hanging out on YouTube? Did you forget your Twitch login again? You auto-played? Oh. So, just so we all understand the score here, my wife did choose to watch my stream. It just auto-played in her YouTube playlist. Which, honestly, that sounds about right. Okay, we get that. We get that. Do we get the door handle? I think we did. Okay. Let's keep working on the door jam here. See if we can get all the way in the corners here. There we go. Not bad at all. All right. Let's see. We got the rest of this wall we can do. Just knock this out real quick. There we go. That should do it. Okay, there's door jam. There's the wall. Let's keep working our way around. We got our column. Okay, there's the light. Okay. Let's see. We got a little bit more to do on this column. We should be just about done, honestly. We're almost there. There we go. I could probably be using that scissor lift to get a lot closer up there. I'll worry about it when I get to the ceiling. Not worried about it right now. What's that from? Sonic? Is that Sonic Colors? Yeah. All right. So I was talking before about Geek the Halls this last weekend. I had a really great time, and it was really cool, like setting up a small speaker and just a single portable turntable and just playing records. I wasn't DJing. I was just playing, putting a record on and hanging out, keeping the volume down. But it was like everybody was like around me was just really happy with having me playing a little something, so it wasn't completely dead silent and awkward. It was just, you know, it was kind of the best. Everybody was super happy with me, and you know, I like when I go into a room like that where they don't know what to expect, you know, because they look at the thing and it just says DJ Switch. It doesn't really say like what my plans are or what kind of noise I'm gonna make, right? So like the vendors will see me coming and just immediately prepare for the worst, right? They're thinking, God, why is there going to be a DJ at a craft fair? Nobody wants this, right? But then when I roll up with just a single turntable and a box full of lo-fi records, everybody just immediately goes, oh man, this is actually really great. And so it was pretty fun. It was a pretty fun experience this weekend, getting to like kind of show people that I have a lot more range than just what you sort of typically expect from a DJ. I mean, you guys know, because y'all hang out here, right? Like y'all know what's up with the lo-fi thing. I don't gotta explain it to you. But it's always cool to like show people in real life like what the deal is with the lo-fi stuff, right? Let's move. Can we pick this up? Oh, is this? Yeah, there we go. Yeah, let's move this here. Let's go on ahead and raise her up. The kiddies, what are the kiddies doing in the projector room? Y'all are just getting in all kinds of trouble up there. I can pet Ulysses from here. I can pet Squeak. And there is the other one way in the back. They're not bad kitties. They're good kitties. My apologies, Snowhole, but you are incorrect. They are, in fact, good kitties. They're not doing anything. They're just hanging out. See, look. He even rolled over to show me his belly. He's being adorable. They're not bad kitties. Good kitties wouldn't be in that room. Unless I put them in there for safekeeping. You know what probably happened was I probably brought them with me, and I probably put them in there to be safe while I'm in here trying to get all the disgusting filth out of this room. A room this filthy is not safe for little kitties. All kitties are bad kitties. Okay, I don't need you helping him. Snowhole has a weird thing against cats, and I don't need you teaming up. Especially because I know, you know what, K-Sibs, I know you like cats. Or at least you like our cat. So, like, who are you trying to fool? She is not correct. Not all kitties are bad kitties. I will not be hearing any of this from any of you. They all have Jessica Rabbit syndrome. I'm not bad. I was just drawn this way. Oh, what the hell? Okay, there we go. There's that part. There's the baseboard. All right, so we got basically most of that done. I think we got that column already. So we can move on to this wall. Get the exit sign. Work on the door jamb. They were perfectly okay at the office. Who knows what damage they'll do in that room to that equipment. I mean, probably not going to hurt the projector. It's not like it's an old reel-to-reel. It's clearly a modern projector. Door handle, got the door. What am I missing? This right here. There's a door. There's the rest of the door. Okay. A little bit on the door jamb here. Should be about it. Just gotta get across the top. Okay, we got the top. Why is it still not? What am I missing? What? I don't understand. There's literally nothing lighting up on the door. Why is it not? Wow. 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 Just wow. Okay. Move the ladder. Thank you. Bad kitty plus cat hair plus modern projector equals broken equipment and expensive repair. It'll be fine. I'm gonna be real honest with you. That's a professional theater projector. If all it takes is a bit of cat hair to make that thing inoperable, then I don't want it in my theater. Them things are supposed to run 18 hours a day, 7 days a week. It better be able to take a lot more beating than just a bit of cat hair. There we go. Wall, exit sign, door jam. We are slowly making our way around the room. Still haven't touched any of these chairs yet. We barely scratched the carpet. We'll get there when we get there. That's the beautiful part about this game. There's just absolutely no need to rush. What time is it? 8 o'clock? Yeah. Oh, we got time. We got plenty of time. Yeah, we'll be able to get this theater done today. Depending on how long the rest of the theater takes, it might be able to get started on the hotel today as well. Snowhole, I know you were looking for the hotel earlier. We'll get there. Is this the same poster as over there? Yeah. Does that mean this is Jeff? Yeah. Huh. Interesting. All right. Well, I was hoping we get like some other movies or just some other movie posters, because I always love when they do that, like in video games or movies or TV shows, where they have like posters for like made up movies that are just ridiculous ideas. It's always really funny to me. There was a, if you ever went to see Grindhouse as a double feature in the movie theater, back when Quentin Tarantino and them was it Tarantino and Rodriguez, I think, did Grindhouse as a double feature, and they had some false movie trailers before and then in between the movies, the two movies that were part of the Grindhouse double feature set, and one of the trailers was for a movie called Don't. It was just a horror movie called Don't. You think it's safe in the basement? You think you can go in there? Don't. You hear a noise upstairs and you don't know who's in your house? Don't. I don't know. That movie trailer was real stupid, but like in the best way. Like it was supposed to be really funny. And then I think they tried to turn it into a real movie or something. I really don't remember much about it, other than I remember seeing it in the theater and laughing my ass off. So there's Death Proof, and then there was what was the other one? There was Death Proof, and then the other one, Terror Planet, I think. Yeah, that sounds right. So during Terror Planet, when the film reel skipped ahead, and you just lost whole chunks of plot, or I think at one point it got to the end of the reel, and the reel like burned up a little bit before they changed it out. Then the second night we had even less, just 4 students from the film school who'd already seen everything. They're in hysterics all the way through. Yeah, man, I really can't be bothered to read the damn text messages. I'll go. I keep threatening to watch a YouTube video. Maybe it's time. This game's been out long enough. Somebody's probably done some kind of YouTube something or other on it. No, I'll put this over here. No, I'm putting this over here. There we go. Okay, skirt board done. Let's get the rest of this, and then we'll move on to the column. There we are. This Streets of Whiterun, I don't know why, but it kind of reminds me of Firefly. I think it's the strings. Like that little bit of violin work just immediately makes me think Firefly. Not one of the tentpole songs, but maybe like mid soundtrack. One of the album tracks. Okay, there's the column. Did we get the lamp thing already? I think we did. All right, let's keep going. And where is everybody today? Okay, so we're gonna get this we get this last column done, and then we, well, still have that wall to do. I feel like we probably should do the screen. There we go. Okay. Some of that. Okay, there's the border on the poster. There we go. Okay. We for sure got the poster. We for sure got the poster border. I remember those two things. Some stuff up there. Okay. Man, I really want to talk about some of the stuff I got coming up this next year. Honestly, not even this next year. This next, like, 2 months. It's going to be interesting. Okay, we're going to put that there. We're going to just finish this wall. Should be nice and easy. And then we can make some decisions about where we go next. It only just now occurred to me that I could have been using the rotary this whole time. I forgot you had it. Yeah, me too, honestly. I keep forgetting that I've got this thing in my arsenal. And it works great on like big flat surfaces. Like a floor. I don't know what all the carpet needs, but I know the wood flooring is going to be definitely a separate item or whatever. So let's go ahead and get as much of this wood floor as we can. Okay, there's that section. Let's see. I'm gonna move this. See what we can do about this side. We love a good ramp. Might need to switch to the standard sprayer for the sides. I was thinking maybe I could get it with the rotary, but honestly, it's kind of a pain in the ass. There we go. Genuinely don't know why this gnome is here. Just chilling in one of the seats, minding his own business, I guess. It was such a dumb joke. I'd be fascinated to see if they end up working the gnomes into the story somehow. You know what I mean? Of course, they can't do much with it without turning it into... never mind. Stupid. You know what's not stupid is getting this damn floor clean. We are almost there. Don't forget, I would absolutely love it if you came and hung out on the Discord. We'd love to have you. Snowhole, I think I'm pretty sure you're already in there. You like some of the stuff that I post in there. Ugh. I need to spend some time on my Discord. Actually, I got some stuff in there that needs to be overhauled. Maybe like restructure some of the rooms. I'm not going to delete anything. On the contrary, I've actually been thinking for a while I need to bump up my Discord game a little bit. It's not, it's not the worst. I mean, it's a Discord. It's not that serious, but I like it. It's nice to have your own Discord server. I mean, they're free, so it's not like anybody, you couldn't just have anybody do it. Ugh. Man, I've been sleeping so weird lately. Like going to bed early, and I actually got a full night's sleep last night, but I did get up kind of earlier than I meant to. And that's probably for the best, honestly. let's see. We start holiday shopping hours this coming Friday at the mall. Ugh. What are your holiday hours? Ten to 10, man. That's rough. Man, 10 to 10, 7 days a week. Is it worth, like, are people still Black Friday, like, or not Black Friday, but are people still holiday shopping like that though? Like, well, I mean, I guess the Mall of America. So like if ever there was a mall that was gonna still sort of operate like the old days, that would be the one, right? Nope. And 10 p.m. on a Sunday, when 7 is the normal close time, is just dumb. I'm sorry, man. I mean, this is clearly a corporate decision. Like, I'm sure you had nothing to do with it. Squeeze this scissor lift in here and clean up this speaker. You know what? I'm gonna hit it with some soap. Get up here. There we go. Got the speaker. Get up and close and personal with the column. There we go. That part done. Get this part done. Might as well get started on the screen side. Just waiting for the speaker to electrocute you? Nah. Nah. It's not gonna electrocute me. Now the amplifier, that's a different story. Amplifiers will electrocute you for sure if you touch the wrong thing while it's on. I'll make a patch request. I power washed a live speaker and it didn't shock me. How am I supposed to play this game if I'm constantly being taken out of my sense of reality? I'm just imagining you write a whole like actually email. Actually, if you get a speaker wet, it's gonna shock you. I can't imagine, honestly, I can't imagine much would be funnier than trying to like debate physics with the creators of Power Wash Simulator. Like a game where physics clearly operate by a different set of rules. Like I could jump off of a high thing. Like watch. I'll take this scissor lift all the way up here. If I were to jump down there in real life, I would break something, end up in the hospital, and possibly die. But in this game, nothing. See, I even landed on the railing like a cat. Like a cat that likes to hang out in a projection room. We're going to get this trim all sorted. Sure. Third night, those same students came back, but this time they brought their friends, 20 of them, all mocking my work. Okay, well, whatever. Fourth night, and there were 40, all crying with laughter. That sounds really mean. I don't know what the hell that guy's talking about, but it sounds mean. It's not letting me lower the scissor lift. Okay. Well, let's just move it over here out of the way. Speaking of Black Friday, my annual splurge item came in yesterday. Okay. All right. Okay. All right. Talk to me, Goose. What was your Black Friday splurge item? I must know. And then follow-up question. Do you want to see my most recent record pickup, which came in the mail basically today? I say basically because it actually showed up yesterday. We just didn't get the mail. But I got it today. I got a Dyson Cool and Heat air purifier with Wi-Fi. Oh, fuck. That sounds awesome. And also really expensive. Aren't those Dysons like pricey as hell? I don't know if I could swing a Dyson, but I could definitely use like a warm air fan. Like an air purifier with a got a refurb for $199, normally $400. See, $400 is so steep. $200 still kind of pricey, but for what it is, like that's not that bad. I think an air purifier in here in this room with a heater or with built in would be kind of spot on. I need to look into that more. You're giving me ideas, Snowhole. I need to find out if that's like if that's doable and what the cost would be for just something. Because we have an air purifier that lives in my wife's office, but she's the one that has the allergy stuff. I don't really get allergy stuff. You know, if there's enough dust, I'll sneeze a bit, but like, you know, my poor wife, she like every once in a while, her allergies will just completely knock her on her ass. And I feel bad. She's like lived with it most of her life, but I feel kind of bad because like I don't have that problem. I've never had allergy problems really. So all I can do is kind of observe from the outside without being able to really understand what it's like. And from my perspective, as someone who can only observe and hasn't actually experienced allergy issues like that, it fucking sucks. It seems like it sucks, and it seems like something I probably wouldn't want. Not because it's like deadly, just annoying. Like honestly, allergies seem like they'd be hella annoying. And so I don't want that for anybody. Okay. So there. You know what? Let's just get along the edge here. Give myself a little head start on the screen. I know that's going to take a minute. should be just about it. And that. And nope, we are still not done. There we go. Okay, and now we go lower down for this lower step. There we go. My goal is to get both the Dyson and my Wi-Fi humidifier fully automated. What is fully automated? Like, what does that mean to you? I'm curious. Because, like, if you're doing it over Wi-Fi, does that mean you're using a smart home, like, central control system, like a Home Assistant or Google Nest or like one of those? Or do you have some other idea in mind about like how you want to automate that shit? And I'm only asking out of interest because I do watch a little bit of smart home tech, like YouTube. So like I know a little bit about it. I am not gonna sit here and call myself an expert on smart home tech. That is just patently untrue. I am in fact not an expert on smart home tech. I know a lot about a lot of tech stuff just because I watch a lot of tech videos and tech YouTube and whatnot, but like, oh, there we go. Yeah, there it is. All right, cool. Using the temp and humidity sensors in my home pod. Have them both activated based on triggers I set up. Aha. Aha. I understand now. I actually was just watching one of the guys that I watch online on YouTube. It was just doing a video where he's talking about turning one of those mini PCs into a Home Assistant central hub, and how it's cool because like with Home Assistant you can kind of automate any of the major smart brands that are in their ecosystem. So like it's one of the only ways you can mix LifeX, Philips Hue, cameras and smart speakers and all the other devices, like can all kind of be sort of centrally controlled, and then you can set up routines and incorporate multiple devices. Next purchase will be a heated blanket with Wi-Fi. So the idea here is that all that shit will turn on before you leave work, so that by the time you get home, it's all warmed up and you can just climb under your heated blanket in your warm house. Is that what I'm hearing? Did I get close? Oh shit, I still don't have. And not dry out overnight when sleeping? Yeah. 100% correct? Yeah. One of the things that I had thought about trying to do. So when my wife and I moved in here, we talked about possibly finishing the bathroom in the hallway, which is the bathroom that I primarily use, just because like the ensuite in our main bedroom is like kind of tiny. And so I just don't fit in there very comfortably. And so I mostly use the hallway bathroom. And, you know, especially because it's like the bathroom that's like also for guests and shit. We kind of talked a little bit about possibly remodeling the bathroom at some point if we ever refinance the house. The problem with that is that we can't really refinance the house because we're like tied to a really good mortgage rate. And if we ever refi, we're going to have to give up that mortgage rate. So like it kind of sucks actually that we don't have any options available to us as far as like being able to refinance and then do some remodeling, but it's okay. It's not like the bathroom is like atrocious. It would be nice to have a little update. You know, it's one of those like nice to haves, I think is what they call them. But anyway, the reason why I bring that up is because I've always wanted to do heated floors, especially in a bathroom. Like you get out of a shower and step onto a heated floor. Oh man, that sounds amazing. So if I say all that to say this, if we ever do remodel that bathroom, I'm going to push for heated floors. Doesn't mean I'm going to get them. You know, a lot of moving parts when it comes to that kind of thing. But it would be absolutely lovely to have heated floors in my bathroom. I would like to do, I think, heated floors and then like remodel the shower because it's one of those old like tub insert type showers. And my mother-in-law actually remodeled her shower. They did their shower a few years ago. And they have like a step-in shower. And I'm kind of jealous. I kind of want a step-in shower like that. I think it'd be sick. What am I doing? There we go. Let's do the spinny brush or spinny nozzle. What am I missing? Backside. Oh. On top, maybe? Let's leave this up here. Let's take this. We're gonna put it right here. Yep. Top side. I know it. Shit. There we go. There we go. That Donkey Kong 2 Lo-Fi album is so underrated. It's a little weird they went with Donkey Kong 2 first instead of doing the first one. Or Donkey Kong Country 2, I mean. Instead of doing the first one, but whatever. I think the reason they went with Donkey Kong Country 2 as an album is because the song Sticker Bush Symphony is on there, and that's one of the like mega hitter VGM singles. Like Sticker Bush Symphony is one of those that like you can't really have a VGM conversation without mentioning that song. It's like Sticker Bush Symphony and Aquatic Ambiance and Dire Docks. Like you stick those three songs together and you've got yourself a whole ass VGM set just in those three songs. We are. Okay. Go slow. Okay, we got all that. Honestly, we should be able to get most of this outer what do you call that? Frame, I guess. Yeah, screen. Yeah, the frame, the outer frame of the screen. Should be able to get all of that. No problem. Okay. All right, so we got screen. I think I want to maybe leave the screen till last. Yeah, I think I want to end on the screen. So, if we're going to end on the screen, let's get out the circle scrubber and let's get to work on this carpet. See? No problems there. Should probably switch to a sprayer for getting underneath the seats, actually. It seems a bit stupid that I'm trying to wash under the seats without. All right. Yeah. All right. Shit. What am I doing? There's the button. Jesus. All right. Let's go along here. No problems. Fuck is that nonsense? Man, get out of here. Stupid scam bot. We go along here. There we go. Okay. We got that section of the rug. Carpet cleaner simulator. I mean, it's not really a simulation. We're literally cleaning carpet. But I would play that game. I would absolutely play that game. I think not having a carpet cleaning sim game is a bit of a lost opportunity. So they have just heard from the theater they want to extend our run by a month. Oh, shit. Apparently we're all over the socials. Any idea what that means? I mean, yeah, it means you're popular. What am I missing? I'm missing a spot. Where am I missing it? I don't see it. I got this part. Got under the chairs, right? Oh no, maybe I didn't. Oh yeah, along here. There we go. I got the one side of the chair feet, but I didn't get the other side. Okay. We got the carpet. We're gonna go. Wait. Max or. There we go. Big head. Full length. Can't lose. Anybody? Anybody? Friday Night Lights? Anybody? No? Just me? Okay. You know what's funny about Friday Night Lights? I shouldn't like that show. I shouldn't have liked that movie, and I should not have liked that show. But I'm here to tell you that I don't remember the movie that well, but the show was truly excellent. Friday Night Lights, the TV show, is one of the most underrated gems I've ever stumbled on. And what's funny is I only paid attention to it on a recommendation from one of my nerd buddies. who was like, "Nah, man, you got to check this out. It's actually really, really good." And I was like, "There's no way. There's just no way. I just don't care that much about football." And yet, Friday Night Lights, the TV show, was absolutely excellent. Fantastic actors, fantastic writing. It had as much humor as it did heart, and I can easily recommend it to anybody who likes TV shows. Friday Night Lights is just a wonderful. It's not even really a hidden gem. It was a pretty fucking popular show. So I can't really call it a hidden gem, but like it just, I will say it was an unexpected delight. Let's go with that. I did not expect to enjoy Friday Night Lights the way that I did. Okay, we got all that. So now let's switch to sprayer. And we're going to make 2 passes at the chairs. One going one way or one go the other. That way we don't miss any of the feet. It should get the whole carpet. Oh, well, I guess we don't have to. But now we got to get the chairs. And the ceiling. Ceiling's still looking a little rough. All right. Let's go with the soap for the chairs. Because honestly, I'm running out of patience with this theater. I think this theater needs a lot more help than just a spit shine. But least we can do is what the job we were paid to do, which is to come in here and clean this place up. All the stuff around it's already clean, so the soap's not going to stick. That's one of the nice things I like about the way the soap mechanic works in this game. If the thing that the soap is sticking to is already clean, it'll just disappear, and it won't count against your total soap quantity. Which is actually pretty nice. I appreciate that they don't let you just over redundantly use the soap. I don't think over redundantly is actually a word, but I've decided that it is today. Stop that. Stop that. All right, let's go back over these chairs. Hit them chairs with a quick spray. Let the soap do the work. Look at this. Couldn't be easier. There's our back sides. There we go. And then we just got to come along here. Get the backs of these chairs. Is this all one piece? What's the deal here? Yeah, I guess it is. Okay, one row done. Oh, apparently not done. Here's Scrabble. I can only imagine, like what in the hell would that be worth in Scrabble? That's a ridiculous word. All right, I think with this row, I'm going to start with the underside and then the backside, and then we can go chair by chair. It seems like the underside and the backside are like single unit pieces. What are we missing? This upper edge here. Yeah, there we go. Okay. Middle row seating base. And then we have to go along here and get the middle row seating rear or back or whatever. And we get the backs of these chairs one by one. Okay. Sure. Whatever. Get the sides here. Should just about be done. Okay, what am I missing? Spot there. Looked like there was maybe a spot along here. Not seeing much. How do I get this backside done? The armrests. Was kind of hoping I could just clip along, but I think maybe I gotta go ahead and just pull out the soap and just do it. I don't know. I want to get these chairs cleaned up, and then I'll circle back to the rear side and see what's going on with that rear panel on the back. Seems like it should be working, so I don't know why it's not. Oh, there it goes. Yeah, I don't know. I must have missed one little spot or something, but I got it. So, all right. So the backside's done. I just got to get each of the individual seats. There we go. Okay. Last couple of seats. I think we're good. I think that's 2 rows down. Wait. No, I missed a spot right there. And then missed a spot there. Okay. Okay, now I think we're good with the second row. All right, let's get underneath first. Okay. Oh, all the way at the end, there was a spot I missed. Where'd it go? There it is. Oh. That's like end cap thing. There's that. And then we're going to go along and just get the top. So redundant is an impossible word in Scrabble. More than 7 letters and no root word to build off of, but you would need it to build overly redundant. To answer your question, it would be worth 73 points, including a 50-point bonus for using all 7 tiles. Except that it's an illegal word, so it would be worth 0 points because you can't legally use it. Ah, bummer. But and it would be cheating, yes. But I appreciate you looking into that. That's I mean, the cheating part aside, I think that's fascinating, right? I think it's kind of neat to learn little fun little side facts. I have no idea if I'll remember that overly redundant was worth 73 points, except for the cheating part. Like, I can't be expected to remember that. But it's a fascinating little fun fact to learn nonetheless. But it's no hole Scrabble. That's fair. That's fair. I don't know if I would ever want to play Snow Hole Scrabble. Actually, you know what's funny? You may be familiar with the game Cards Against Humanity. I just learned of a new expansion for Cards Against Humanity that is all about cats. And it comes in a little like pencil case type of pouch that is fur lined on the outside. And it is indeed titled the Cards Against Humanity Pussy Pouch. That's what they call it. I mean, I'm not trying to be vulgar. You gotta talk to the folks at Cards Against Humanity. I'm just saying what it's called. But it is so it comes with a cat toy that's like full of catnip in the shape of a Cards Against Humanity card. And then it comes with a couple other little goodies. And then a whole bunch of what they call white cards. I don't know if you're familiar with Cards Against Humanity. But the idea is that you draw a black card. It gives you like a prompt, and then you finish the prompt with the white cards that you have in your deck. And so everybody's is different, and then you make hilarious stuff happen. And so this pussy pouch comes with a bunch of white card, like answer cards, that are all about cats. And so you make a bunch of cat jokes. Except for like I saw one or two of them because in the TikTok ad I was looking at, they were showing off a few of them. And there was definitely one in there that was just a picture of a hairless cat. Okay, the toy's cool. Yeah, I'm saying, like, it is kind of a fun little like add-on. I never did get too into Cards Against Humanity. I bought like one expansion one time just to have a little mini deck to play if I ever felt like playing. But I know some folks that, have gone all out on the like complete collections and shit. I've always wanted to get like a bigger, blacker box and fill it up with all the different expansions and whatnot. I just never really got, I don't know. I just never prioritized it, I guess. I never got around to it. What am I doing? Checking the seat, make sure we got all of it. Yep. Yeah. Looks like we got all of it. Okay, now we need to tackle this ceiling. And I'm not looking forward to this. But the good news is we have our trusty scissor lift. So we can at least get some height as we try to take on the nastiness that is this theater ceiling. And the ceiling itself is kind of segmented, I guess. So we can sort of go section by section. We did get a few spots as we were going around doing the upper levels of the walls and the columns and stuff. So it's not, it's not too bad. Plus, it looks like not the whole ceiling, only just parts of it, which is also kind of nice, I guess. What we got going on here? Oh, wow. Ding, ding. There's that. And then we just need to finish along here. I don't think that's going to reach. Yeah, looks like that last one did. Okay, sure. Why not? Got it. Okay, so I have the screen, and then I have just this upper part here, which is kind of what I wanted. Nope. We're going to go like this, and we're going to go like this. We will move the scissor lift in a moment. I just want to get what we can while we're over here. Because once we move it, I don't want to bring it back over here. There we go. Oh. Got a section there. Got a, yeah, okay. That's good. We're making progress. We can probably get this whole section. There we go. I don't think we're going to get to the hotel tonight. But we will finish the... we will at least finish the theater tonight. And then I'm going to be back Friday. We're going to definitely tackle the hotel on Friday. And the hotel might even be... I don't know if it's the last level. It shouldn't be, right? Like... I don't think the hotel's the last level. I think we got more. But I don't know for sure. And of course, this game's going to have DLC and stuff. So, like, you know. Lots of replayability. I am for sure going to come back to this game at some point. Okay, I think I've got kind of what I can get from here. So let's move. Let's go ahead and we're going to move this. We're going to move it like here. Part of the problem is it doesn't really fit between the seats. So I got to get what I can get from the sides over here. There we go. Is that gonna get? No. Let's get this stuff. We can for sure get started on the not the chandelier, the overhead light from here. Should be able to get started on it at least. Oh shit. There we go. Yeah. Yeah, I think we got those spots. Okay, there we go. I got that clean. All right. So let's move around to this side. That's kind of a weird spot for it, but sure, I think that'll work. We'll get a good angle here. Yep. And here and here. There we go. Love it. This is going fairly smooth. And we should be able to knock this out shortly. And then we can call it a day. That is the wrong button. There we go. We got most of the overhead lamp. That section. Let's see if we can get this section. Should be able to get that from here, I think. Okay. That section. How do I get that one part though? That section. Oh, okay. We got the outer rim. Okay, we got the outer molding. Okay. See if we can get this. Can we fit this in this front row? Maybe. Oh, just barely. Okay. That was the part I was missing there. And then I got a part missing here. There we go. Looks like we already got most of this lamp sorted. Let's see if we can get the rest of it from here. I might need to move to like one more over here in the corner. But I think I can get it in that corner. Well, no. Yeah, there's the lamp. No, I think we should be able to finish from here actually. Because there's the far corner. And then everything else is going to be closer than that. So we should be able to get this. There we go. Those sections. This section. That one. Okay. I think that's it for the just about, well, no. What if we go like that? There we go. That section. We got front column light, stage column, stage screen. Okay, so the screen's obvious. Front column light. Is it over here? Oh, yeah. There we go. Front column light, stage column. Oh, I see. Okay, it's this right here. Okay, and now we just have the screen. All right, let's get this out of the way. There we go. Actually, you know what? We're going to give it the full treatment. Give it the soap. Do one pass here. And then one pass with the spray. And we should be all set. There we go. Job complete. Stage +5. I think we got a tip on that. Huh. Holy God. This entire freaking theater was such a mess. Are you kidding me? Okay. We are going to home base. Let's see. Just to take a peek. Yeah, looks like we've got the motel is left. If we switch to free play, we go all the way to the last page. We have one more spot, and that last spot should be the hotel. Now, the other question is shelving. See, I think we've got more than one spot available on the shelf. We might open up another page. I don't know yet. But what I do know is that's going to do it for this stream. I know it's normally I'd go another hour or so, but honestly, like, I've been sleeping kind of weird because of the puppy that we adopted, and I think it's probably best for me to go ahead and crash out for the night. But I will for sure be back Friday, 7 p.m. Pacific time, to tackle that hotel and possibly call it quits for Power Wash Sim. If that's our last level, then we might need to find another game to play. But that'll be a good problem to have, and that'll be a problem for next week. As far as this week is concerned, I will see you all Friday right back here at twitch.tv/DJSwitchPDX. Thank you very much for watching. I truly appreciate you, and I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.
This was a triumph. I'm making a note here, huge success. It's hard to overstate my satisfaction. Aperture science. Do what we must because we can. For the good of all of us, except the ones who are dead. But there's no sense crying over every mistake. You just keep on trying till you run out of cake. And the science gets done and you make a neat gun for the people who are still alive. I'm not even angry. I'm being so sincere right now. Even though you broke my heart and killed me, tore me to pieces, and threw every piece into a fire. As they burned, it hurt because I was so happy for you. Now these points of data make a beautiful line, and we're out of beta, we're releasing on time. So I'm glad I got burned to think of all the things we've learned for the people who are still alive. At me still talking when there's science to do. When I look out there, it makes me glad I'm not you. I've experiments to run, there is research to be done on the people who are still alive. And believe me, I am still alive. And while you're dying, I'll be still alive. I I feel fantastic and I'm still alive. And when you're dead, I will be still alive. Still alive. Still alive. I'm still alive, baby.